versus Beast. See who gets their second chance to fight Sauce in Grand Finals tonight. Parrying that first shield hit, very nice. And again, here comes Squirtle charging ahead, 51 damage. Already tacked on and pressuring.
Yeah, that's a very interesting bears.
Back air. Lead in tilt.
Beast has been relentless with these, like, you know what I mean? Like, he literally just does not respect Palutena's recovery at all.
I mean, he can catch it so easily. He might as well just do it every time.
Yeah, every single one of Squirtle's aerials, the way that he's basically placing it, just allows him to just effortlessly and actually almost for free. Because it's not like Squirtle suffers a tremendous amount of landing lag. So he's just throwing out aerials that allow him to abuse it, you know what I mean? So we might just actually just see a repeat from their winner's bracket match, you know what I mean? Where Beast just, again, tramples JM1 and sends him right out of the tournament, just double eliminating him.
Now he can back off on the cautiousness a little bit here, though, as he swaps to Ivysaur.
Did he just go foot swoop?
Yeah, it was a very quick one, though. And thank God it wasn't on Squirtle, because that would have been a stock claim.
Actually, I think Squirtle, the only time when Squirtle loses, you know, goes into that really, really hard,
on the withdrawal.
Is when he does withdrawal.
Gotcha.
Right? So if you footstool Squirtle on that withdrawal, but otherwise, you know, he can take a footstool now. But speaking of which, JM1 losing his first stock to Charizard back air.
Gotcha. Shielding in from that auto reticle, dancing back and forth because he knows Squirtle's back on deck. He has to be tricky with his movement, but he is just getting shut out entirely.
Wow, just goes for it. I mean, and that's what we do out here. Like, I guess we just make it clips. You know?
I mean, he's keeping up the pressure too.
Yeah.
And I mean, as we saw before, especially the way you noted the Nair being catching that teleport back, JM1-3 is just having a hard time off stage every time.
Yeah, he is, and I think that's where he's racking up the lion's share of the damage. Ooh, back air. Putting Beast basically on notice here, just not allowing him back on stage for free, and it's good, just good spacing by JM1-3. Hold on, let's ask Dan. Hey Dan, can you revenge Explosive Flame, or does it push through it?
If I remember correctly, if you can revenge Explosive Flame, but depending on when you start the revenge, or like if you just fall into it while it's in the middle Explosive Flaming, then you can revenge it and not anything bad happen to you. But if you do it right when it starts, you might take damage at the end.
Okay, good to know. But he's pretty much on his heels at this point in this this last leg of game one here. And JM1, I mean, this is kind of exactly what happened in the first game. You know, Beast just, you know, literally kind of stalling out in Gear 1 and 2, and JM1 just taking advantage of these, you know, these school zone speeds that he's got here. And
school zone speeds.
Yeah, man, he's like, hey, the lights are flashing. You know, you really can't go over 15 miles an hour here. And JM1 just not letting him just slow things down. So Beast, like he did in their winner's bracket set, forced him to kind of kick it into high gear. You know what I mean? Like, take that over, you know, let that open it up. You know what I mean? It's 60 miles per hour out here.
Forget the kids.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they got nurses at that school, right?
Yeah, forget them kids. But
going in round two here.
Game two. Let's see what happens. So game two. Beast starting us off with a nice hefty combo here, but JM1 breaking out, using that forward air. And so back in the middle of the stage. All right, so now we're getting a little bit dancing. All right, so wow, there's a lot of buttons being pressed here. It'll be hard to keep up with all of them, but that one was definitely definitive enough. Forward tilt on stage and gets a little dare. And then he uses Surf to kind of go ahead and follow up off of that dare. All right,
trying to catch with landing there. Yeah, again, just that landing there, just such a crux of Beast's gameplay on how to counteract it, and again, just pushed too far out.
And there we go, that early stock from Beast, and see, we're cooking with gas right now. He's definitely turned up the heat. You know, he's taken some early stocks here, and all it has been is just like a tremendous amount of pressure. And trust me, this is the one question that I always ask. You know, what do you do against a character that puts that much pressure on you? How do you go back to making them respect you? You know what I mean? So Beast, he's just kind of going in right now. And JM1, I mean, I gotta say, he has a character that literally can stop you know what I mean, stop someone from kind of rushing him down.
Right,
He's
and
going to have to find out how to use those tools that way.
I think the way that Beast is playing around it is, most of the time we see Beast dashing back and forth, not like a foxtrot, but, he's falling back a little bit, then coming back in.
Yeah, he's good punishing him a lot with that dash game.
Right, but this time around, I think he's not opting for that back movement, and he's trying to keep Squirtle in place to keep that presence of the Squirtle and keep that burst option potential right in JM1-3's face.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see where he's completely switched gears from just using like those falling forward airs to basically just using up tilt. Up tilt to just kind of put on that same shield pressure. Yeah. Stuffing out any kind of grab options, because I believe Squirtle kind of low pros before he jumps off of the ground. But even still, it's just, I don't know how much of that is a factor in JM1, but he's not really whiffing as many grabs as he did in their winner's bracket set.
Right.
And he's definitely not off stage nearly as much. Because if I don't know if you recall correctly, the last time they were playing in winner's bracket just moments ago, JM1 just literally spent at least a strong 60% of the match off stage.
For sure.
And getting hit with either Nair. He lost his first stock to an off-stage combo where he dared him and ledge spiked him.
Right.
At like 30-something, if I recall correctly.
And on stage, Beast being no slouch, he's saying no area for you is safe in this game. He's charging ahead, racking up damage, surpassing the damage cap.
Yeah, just completely just chasing him down, man. What a relentless attack. Just down tilt, Nair. You know what I mean?
We
Dare.
saw a little
Full
BM
air.
too. Beast double squatted, and with good reason, a forward smash takeout will give Beast a 1-1 leverage and momentum going into the game 3.
And I think it's such a tough thing. I feel like maybe there's got to be a weakness to that level of aggression, because you can't really just press. You just can't really just press buttons.
Yeah, I want to answer. It's not fun way to play the game at all, but it's a heavy defense. I mean, yeah, it's not something you want to do. You want to be able to move. You want to get your attacks in, but at the same time, if your opponent is just moving all around you, you're left with pretty much no other options. Just let them expend what they're going to do. You have to have the reaction time to capitalize off of if they try to cross up with you and they land a little too early or something like that.
It's not like out of all those attacks that he and JM1 kind of exchanged in Game 2 here, which you're probably going to see a nice little repeat of right now in Game 3. It's not like each and every one of these hits is landing. So, there's a such thing as landing lag, a cooldown, but it just doesn't seem like those options are going to be the ones that are causing them to not be allowed to attack afterwards. You're seeing Beast using the aerial, then he uses the tilt, and then he goes back in as a dash. He dashes out. Right here, he uses a jab. He goes in. He has an air. A little bit of dashing. JM1, he's now on the ledge. You know what I mean? Just in that very light exchange.
It can feel overwhelming, for sure. I completely understand that. But, I mean, sometimes you do just have to bite the bullet. And, even if it's not the proactive way to counter the character on screen, it can calm your mind and recollect your thoughts and say, all right, how am I going to counteract the play that is being presented before me?
Right, and it's tough. And, I mean, he's not really – you can clearly see he's not able to do the exact same thing with Charizard, right? Right. You know what I mean? He threw a forward tilt, and now look at him. You know what I mean? Now he's the one basically eating a lot of the pressure. Yeah. So it just makes you think, wow, never mind. Jesus.
140 rage on Charizard. I mean, that is nothing to mess with.
What a stop.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I mean, there is going to be one more game, but Beast seems poised to take this one for sure. But an up B, can he punish? No! Just barely misses the wingspan of Palutena down smash. But he gets a back throw to clean it up in the end.
Takes barely 10%, 15% of unnecessary damage, but
yeah.
It is. So
but even
so, forward smashes and just putting on a good amount of damage here. All right, so let's see what happens here. This is the exchange. I want to see one of those high-octane exchanges. Wow, that dare just hit him with the stop button. He literally just paused him.
You say, oh, wait, you're actually still trying to win this. So, it's getting Beast to a little shiver in his boots a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the 6th time he's used that
to
get back on
God.
stage. That is the 6th time Beast has used that as I just tried to get back on stage.
Yeah, man. Again, in the heat of the moment, we see things that the players might not, and sometimes vice versa. But
no, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from him.
No, absolutely.
Really
effective. He got in the losers finals. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It doesn't seem. I feel like he's respecting so much of Beast's aerial movement after being pressured all game that when Beast just jumps from ledge with Ivysaur of all the characters, he's just like, I don't want it. You know what I mean? He just.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't even see Ivysaur being resorted to that much, though. We see Squirtle doing the brunt of the edge guarding this time around, and Charizard's commanding on stage.
True. All right, so dash tag. All right, so let's see what happens here. So we're going to Kalos, and this is going to be Game 5. And so here, right now in the middle of this set, we're going to get a down throw. All right. All right, so we get a little dash in. He hits an up tilt. Whiffs, and there goes a forward smash. All right, whiffs a grab. Bam, forward air. Follows up with a dash attack. Whiffs a back air. Runs in, forward tilt, or down tilts him rather. No follow-up. Nair, bam. Wall skip, tilt surf. All right, boom. Whiffs a back air. Back into neutral, center stage. There we go. Clips that jump. Oh, no chase. Hits the wall skip. Lets him back on pretty much for free.
Knows he was going to the platform too. Great catch with the Nair. Swaps to Ivysaur. Good fair catch as well. Explosive Flame to keep him high up in the air again. Coverage on platform.
Ooh.
And the Explosive Flame yet again. And damage has been piled up. Another even game coming our way.
Oh, wow. Charizard got back on stage with falling air, or up air rather. And now we're back in the middle of the stage. JM1 with a back air, or down throw to back air, excuse me. Looks for up smash, just trying to hit below the ledge. Wow, what a really nice little tick. Charizard with the double jab 1, jab 2, and then goes for the up smash. Doesn't kill, but definitely puts him on notice. All right, so Explosive Flame trying to cover his ascent right back to stage. Up smash, probably one of the fastest options that he has, and then we get a little T.
Yeah, the Nair Charizard basically covers everything except jumps. So if you know your opponent's sticking on the ground and if Nair doesn't hit, even though he didn't attempt it there, it's pretty much a free up smash.
All right, so 2 stocks to 3 here. JM1, pretty much the onus is on him to kind of put that pressure back, take that stock, and there we go. Up air, going to go ahead and seal that, stuffing that landing. And we get a little bit more teabagging on the way back. All right, so JM is eating that combo for that. So, you know, you're telling you get body, bro. But you already know what time it is. Back on stage, he rolls on, gets dared. Nair gets stuffed for that forward tilt, another down tilt, getting stuffed by another fair, gets back on with a landing there, but back in the middle of the stage, there's trading blows left and right, literally too fast for either of us to lose our ticket.
I want to say it seems as though if Beast is a little far away with Squirtle, he'll choose for the dash in and then hop in with fair, but if he's up close, he'll go for the down tilt or a grab. JM1-3, he tried to go for a down tilt to counteract when Squirtle was up where he was at mid, and instead Squirtle just hopped by the down tilt option from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just a 50-50 between whether or not he's going to use a sliding aerial for his entry to kind of get that landing, or if he's going to use like an immediate, you know what I mean, immediate aerial. And it really just going to be between forward air and down air, depending on what kind of aerial option that JM1 uses. And then he's using Nair as just kind of like a general all-space kind of like encompassing, you know, meaty hitbox. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And that's putting him back off stage, and then it's stopping him from basically recovering. And then he just rinses and repeats with the water gun and just essentially just stops him from getting on stage. That's probably an extremely frustrating way to play against, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, charging ahead, just, you know, once they get that one hit in, they press that pressure so hard. Already 41 damage wrapped up. And still not calming down an inch. He knows that this is one win away from him being in Grand Finals. Another chance to beat Sauce and one more chance to win Codename Bears for 2019. But JM1-3 wants that win as well. He does have one more round to get through. But he is looking to close out 2 more stocks. Poised to take out this one. Good swap, though, from Beast will halt that victory for him a little bit. Oh!
Wow. GG, bro.
Just sitting there with the jab. Yeah, full punish after that.